In this video, let's discuss what is the angle between the two lines. Alright. Consider we have the space, that is the x, y and z, the axis. Now in this case, first thing what we'll do is, let's consider there are two lines, whatever form, forget about the form as of now. There are two lines which are passing through the origin at some particular angle. In the sense here, so let's say the first line, whatever we are going to take, is going something like this, passing through origin at some particular angle. Say we have one more line. See, one more line is passing like this. Now, what we are trying to calculate is this angle theta, the angle between the two lines. Alright. Now, for this, we'll look at it in the vector form first. Then we'll move into the Cartesian form. Now, when we look into the vector form, we can write vector r is equal to a1 plus lambda into b1. First case. Next, vector r is equal to a2 plus some value mu into b2. Two lines are there. Fine. Now, in this case, next thing what we have, see the angle, whatever we are going to consider, that angle is not majority, you would say the most important part in finding the angle between the two lines is the value b, vector b. Now think about it. If you have say two straight lines, y is equal to mx plus c, or say y is equal to m1 x plus c1, y is equal to m2x plus c2. What determines the angle between the lines? It's the slope, isn't it? M value. Likewise, in this, what represents the value of the slope? Slope in the sense, of course, here I'm giving you an analogy. Try to analyze. In a straight line in space, the angle is given by that lambda, or in other words, it's given by that b1 and b2, correct? Since we have b1 and b2, the value cos theta is equal to b1 dot b2 by mod of b1 into mod of b2 with the modulus sign. This is going to give us the equation of the line. This is going to give us the angle between the line. Okay. Now, what if the direction ratios are given? Two lines are there, right? What if the direction ratios of the line are given? Then what we do is, again, cos theta is equal to a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 by root of a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square into root of a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. This is going to give us the angle between the two lines. Now, if you look at it carefully, you'll figure it out that this is nothing but the dot product between the two lines. Isn't it not? A dot B by mod A into mod B. Remember, that was the cos theta formula. And we are using the same formula in calculating the angle between the two lines. Fair enough? Now, what if we have in terms of the Cartesian system? What if it's given in terms of x minus x1 by a is equal to, the Cartesian form? We'll look into that now. For the Cartesian form, guys, we have already discussed this actually speaking. It's just that, trying to get to know what exactly it is. The Cartesian form is what? X minus x1 by a1 is equal to y minus y1 by b1 is equal to z minus z1 divided by c1. First line, x minus x2 by a2, y minus y2 by b2, z minus z2 divided by c2. These are the two lines. Now, a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2 are direction ratios. We discussed this formula, cos theta, a1, a2, b1, b2, the same thing. Okay. So, here cos theta is equal to A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 by root of A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square into root of A2 square plus B2 square plus C2 square, modulus of this. See, this is going to give us the angle between the two lines in the Cartesian form. For the vector form, it was B1 dot B2 by mod of B1 into mod of B2. Correct? Now, what if the two lines are parallel or perpendicular? How do we go about that? Alright. Now, for that one, there are two conditions. I mean, if it's parallel, if it's perpendicular, how do we go about it? If the lines are perpendicular, so that means in the first case, what we are doing? So, in the first case, we are looking at perpendicular. So, for perpendicular, we have A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is equal to 0. If this condition is true, then we have two lines to be perpendicular. For the second case, what if the two lines are parallel? Okay, then what we have is the ratio, that is A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. Then we have two lines to be parallel to each other. Clear? So these are the conditions for lines to be parallel and perpendicular. Now, if you look at the formula, we can also write in terms of sine theta. But guys, to be honest with you, that sine theta formula, whatever you have, right? Whatever the sine theta, this sine theta formula is going to be mod of A cross B, or you can say B1 cross B2, to be more honest with you. So this is going to become sine theta is mod of B1 cross B2 divided by mod of B1 into mod of B2. This also you can take, but doing a cross product is a little more difficult compared to a dot product. So that's why always prefer dot product. Fine. So this is how you find the angle between the two lines.